Hi, my name is Aspen, and you're watching Aspen Meets World. So Tinder. Online dating is just so weird to me. You only have about 9 or 10 pictures and then a 200 or 250 character bio to completely explain yourself and your personality. And then you have this weird first message thing. Do you wait until someone else messages you first? If you're gonna message first, what are you gonna say? And then most of the time, and this is what I typically do, I'll get bored in the middle of the night, I can't sleep, I'll wake up and can't fall back asleep. I'll whip out my phone, scroll through all my social media, and then when that's done, we go to the deep dark place of Tinder. And you start scrolling left and right, looking through and being able to be super superficial and judge someone based on their looks in a very short bio. That lulls me back to sleep, just puts you right back out, right? And then you wake up the next morning and you remember, oh, I spent a good hour on Tinder last night. Just out of curiosity, let's look, right? So then you whip out your phone, you're looking through, and there's all of these weird messages. And you might get some really cute matches in there. So it's just this really weird, deep, dark place. I have a little bit of experience with Tinder. I got it as a joke maybe when I was 17. I think I was 17. So my Tinder profile shows that I'm a year older than I actually am, which is kind of funny. So I used that for about a year, got into a serious relationship, kind of stuck with that for a while. And then about 6 months ago, I re-uploaded it once again. It's just kind of like let's give this thing a whirl. Dating, it's just a hard experience. With my year and a half or so of experience with Tinder, I've noticed some very common personal triggers, if you will. Pet peeves, maybe. Yeah, we'll call them pet peeves. I want this to be very lighthearted. This is very much so a joke, and in no way to call out anyone in particular. Just I find very funny and personally not very attractive. So it's very much so comedy. But maybe a guy or two out there might see this video and watch it and think, oh, I do some of that stuff, and maybe if they want more matches, they could not do some of these things. This is just a friendly suggestion. And then this could be a social experiment. You could change it and then let me know and tell me if you get more matches. The number one thing, and I know it's because I live in the South. I live in Kentucky. We're in Yeehaw Nation, the Bible Belt. Everyone and their mother's got a truck. However, that doesn't mean that you should have pictures of your truck on your Tinder profile. Like I said, you only have 9 pictures to explain yourself. Why do you take one of them up with just a truck? I'm not gonna go on a date with your truck. I'm gonna go on a date with you. It's just weird to me. And I know that I'm not really from here, and so I don't really have that deep emotional connection with my vehicle like a lot of people around here have with their truck. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Monica, my little Honda Civic, but I don't have a picture of her on my Tinder profile. Now, I will say, if you want to have a picture of you and your truck, that's a totally different story. But my Tinder is bombarded with trucks. I'm just not a truck gal, you know? If it's you and your truck, I'll consider it. But otherwise, no thank you. And what really kills me about the truck pictures is if there's only one picture and it's just of their truck. Do you even want to go on a date with me, or do you want to just go on a date with your truck? Another thing is dog pictures. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a massive dog lover. Major brownie points if you have a dog. I'm gonna want to come see your dog. But again, if it's just a picture of your dog, I don't really get it. To me, it's like the modern version of that creepy guy that drives around parks in his white van and he's like, hey, I lost my puppy, can you come help me find it? Or, hey kids, do you want to come pet my puppy? Like, it's just a little weird to me. You're using your dog to bait dates. And the whole for a mom for my dog. Just weird vibes. I'm just not feeling that. So, the next topic, again, very southern centralized, but an issue I see nonetheless. Now I understand that there are a lot of people that consider hunting a hobby. It's not my thing, but I appreciate it for you. Like, if that's what you like, go for it. But I don't really see what's so flattering about you kneeling in the dark with a bloody carcass. Like, I just don't get the appeal in that. Like I said, only 9 pictures. Like, that's the one you're gonna pick. Like, maybe if Tinder was around in like the medieval days when women were looking for the biggest, strongest man to go hunting for them, to provide for them and their family. But it's 2019, okay? Like, I can go to the grocery store and get food for myself. So it's just, I don't get the appeal of that. Especially kissing the fish. You're using those lips to kiss a dead, slimy fish. Get that away from me. Ew. So, I think this might be my biggest pet peeve. Like, this really bothers me. It kind of like, all these things, I'll like scroll and laugh. Like, there's another dodge. There's another, well, I don't really laugh at the dead deer. But another dead deer, another dog, and you just keep on going. But what really irks me is when people, well, guys, when guys scratch out the faces of other people in their pictures. I just want to know why. My perception is that that's either an ex and you're or not even an ex, that's someone you're dating and you're like on Tinder and like trying to hide from them, which is horrible and you should not do that, and no. Or you're just really insecure. Like, you can have friends that are girls. That's totally normal and okay. It's just weird to me. Like, we have a bunch of like faceless people in your picture. Circling yourself so that I know, especially if it's the first picture and it's a group picture, who you are. That's great. That's very helpful for me. But scratching out the other faces, that's so weird. What are you doing? All right, what did they do to you? And if it's a picture of your ex or something, like, get another picture. Hell, put a picture of your dog or your truck in there. Like, I don't care. Just don't scratch out some poor girl's face, okay? Like, she doesn't deserve that. She probably worked really hard on her makeup. Like, if it's a good picture, she probably worked really hard on her hair and her makeup for that party that you're at. So the least you could do is include her face in it, okay? It's a little disrespectful. The time and effort she put into putting this together, okay? All right. Memes. Or just, like, black picture. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge meme fan. Nothing makes me feel more loved. Like, this should be one of the 6th love language. When someone finds a meme, thinks of me, and sends it to me and says, hey, I was thinking of you, haha, this is so funny. Like, put a ring on it. Like, that's perfect. Love that. So funny. 9 pictures and you use one of them for a meme. Like, if you want to show that you're like this funny, like, bro with the guys kind of dude and you're like, humor is your top thing. If you think, hey, like, I don't feel very attractive, but like my humor is gonna get me through, like my humor is gonna get me on a date, put it in your bio. Especially if it's the first picture. First picture needs to be of your face, baby. It does, okay? Let's talk about kids for a minute, okay? I see it a lot where guys will be like, they'll have pictures of like them and a kid, and it might be really cute, right? A cute picture. I see why you'd want to put that in there, because it makes you seem like you're a soft yet hard, like you might seem hard in real life, but like you're soft on the inside. Like you can heat up a frozen dinner for her every once in a while, and she doesn't even have to ask. You can do that for her. But does your sister or brother, whoever's kid that is, do they know that you're using their child as a bait for a date? Maybe Tinder should have like a photo release form for minors. Because that's like that'd be a concern for me. Like, did you ask their parents? Do their parents know that their child is being used, a ploy to say, oh, I'm soft. I clean once a month. I clean my apartment once a month. I can make a frozen Bertolli meal. That's something that I can do. Like, do they know that? I'm gonna make like a photo release form. Like that should be a new thing that Tinder and like all online dating sites should employ, because we need to think about the children. You know, nothing disappears off the internet. They might look back. Oh yeah, little Timmy, I used your picture from when you were a day old and I was holding your ugly little alien body, and she thought that I was soft and knew how to hold a baby. But little did she know that your mom literally had to pose me like a mannequin so that I wouldn't like break your neck. Tinder is just this deep, dark place. And we just kind of dived into it a little bit today. All right, we're just scratching the surface. That's just a little bit of the dirt that was kind of sprinkled on top. And you go a little bit deeper and just the melting lava of men is just right here. So we just scratched the surface. I hope that you found this funny, or maybe a little helpful. Maybe inspire you to take a picture with the things that you love most, like you and your dog, or you and your F-150. Dating is scary, and as I'm going through this process myself, I definitely want to talk about it more. So if you have any questions for me, or you have any video ideas that you would like me to do, let me know in the comments, or you can head over to my social media pages, which I will have linked below, and you can message me there. Now, as always, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see my videos as soon as I post them, which I think I'm on a schedule of every Saturday at about like 5 p.m. or just depending on how crappy my Wi-Fi is at the time, go ahead and hit that bell and you'll get a notification as soon as I post. Now, I'm working on getting a makeup video kind of figured out, but with makeup videos, the lighting and everything just has to be perfect, so still figuring that out. Do like an eyebrow tutorial, makeup tutorial, that's coming. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. You can either use Tinder for like dating, or you can use it for other things, and I am not going to speak on the other things.